Hey guys, I am going to work on a project today and I thought I'd share it with you. It is my mantle. I plan on painting this a cream color to go with my decor better. I have furniture that's a cream colored off-white, and this is just, to me, it's beautiful, but it looks like it's from the 80s. So I want to get this taken care of today and hopefully it'll turn out good. You can see that it's a very beautiful wood and it's high gloss. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm not going to sand it. I will be using a liquid deglosser first because sanding is for people who aren't lazy. So I will be deglossing this, then I will prime and then paint it. Here's an example of the color furniture that I have. That black table is actually just temporary, but here's some of the decor that I'm going for, and my couch is actually a cream color as well. My cat kind of blends in as well. Okay, I deglossed the unit and I taped it with painter's tape. So you can't exactly tell because it does still look shiny, but I used it, I promised. It's a little confusing to me, but I will prime it next. This is the deglosser I used. It's by Crown liquid deglosser. It is supposed to prep it without actually sanding it. So that's what I used, and when I did it, it really cleans the surface for you. I got a lot of black, so especially when I was doing under here, there was black on my t-shirt that I used to wipe the deglosser on. So a lot of soot, which concerns me a little bit, but I know people have white mantles. So it's just one of those things that I know I just have to make sure I keep it clean after I paint it. So anyway, next step is priming. It is primered. Voila! So let me show you something. It's actually a bigger pain in the butt than I thought. I had planned to use a paintbrush in these areas, of course, and then around this border, but because the width of this is more narrow than my brush or my roller, I actually, gosh, I had to brush on a lot. I could roll on this piece, the top of the mantle up here, and the bottom, but I pretty much had to use a brush on all of it. So I am frustrated because this could look bad when I'm done if the brush strokes show, because I really don't want to see brush strokes. But one way to find out, and that's to finish it. I will set the timer on this for an hour to let it completely dry, and then I will do a couple of coats, maybe 3 coats of the paint, and get this thing finished. And I believe there's 4 hours drying time, so it may be nighttime by the time I finish this lovely mantle. Hey guys, easy tip for painting that you may not know is if you put a plastic bag over your painter's tray, then you could just simply refold it over, wrap it up, and that will keep it wet and not dry out when you're waiting between times for painting. If you have to wait 4 hours between coats, this would dry up if you just let it sit. So one thing you can do is just pull it off of here and wrap it and close it up, and then put it back on when you're ready to paint again. In my case, this is just primer and I'm only doing 1 coat, so I'm actually just going to take it out and wrap it up and throw it away. The best part is it saves a lot on cleanup. I am just going to demonstrate a little bit of what I'm doing so you can see it get applied. I am just going to start on these areas here, and this has a nice creamy color that I like. So I'm just gonna finish this and you'll see the finished product on the first coat. So this is the first coat of paint. It is the exact color I wanted. I'm so excited. So you can see here, it's all done up there. It's just got 1 coat, so you can see in areas where it needs to be redone. Sorry, the lighting in here is just bad. It's one thing, if anybody knows about lighting, could use some tips. But you could see here, like here's a pretty good example where it's darker here and lighter here. it just needs a second coat. We'll probably need a third coat as well, but I'm relatively pleased with it. And we'll just have to let it dry, and it's looking like I'm going to see the wood grain, which is fine, and less of the brush strokes, which is what I was worried about. So that's good. I set the timer for 4 hours because that is what's required before it's ready for a second coat. It should be dry to the touch in 2 hours, but for a second coat it's recommended 4, and I am going to follow the rules. I will see you in 4 hours, which to you is in a second. Just finished the second coat on the mantle, and this is what it looks like. So I actually think that it doesn't look like it will need 3 coats. Yay! So, excuse my, anyway. So what I will do is probably just go ahead and remove the painter's tape, let it cure for another 4 hours or so before I put anything on it, and call it quits. What it looks like. So not too bad. That's what it looks like on top. Nice and shiny now, but it will be a semi-gloss when it's done. So less sheen. Hey y'all, well, I have been doing a lot of projects today. It's about 8 p.m. and I started about 9 a.m. But this particular video is about the fireplace mantle. Don't you just love these lights behind me? They're so beautiful. Anyway, I'm done with my mantle. Yay! And I love the way it looks. So take a look at it. Ta-da! Isn't it pretty? It came out very good. I don't see any brush strokes. I do see some of the wood grain, but that is normal. So there it is. There's the top. Nice and smooth and pretty. And there's the bottom. So overall, I am very pleased with it. I love the color, and it goes perfect with my decor. I have a light down at the bottom on the floor to shine on here because my lighting is so bad. So this actually looks like it's a different color, but it's not. It's just a shadow. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it inspires you to do something creative, or if you've been wanting to paint something in your house or do something to actually do it. You know, I've got to do my cabinets, and I've been hesitant because I didn't want to mess it up, mainly worried about the brush strokes. And this shows that you can do it very easily just with a brush or a sponge roller. And I do have a paint sprayer that I'll be using for the doors of the cabinets, but for the most part, I'm not afraid to brush it on. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like the video if you did enjoy it, and any comments or suggestions you have, feel free to put those in the comments, and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks a lot, and I will see you in the next video. So guys, that is it for painting my mantle. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it inspires you to do some things around the house that you've been wanting to do. Honestly, it just took a day, and I did have 4 hours in between coats to do whatever I wanted. So just if you've got a project you've been thinking about doing, just get out there and do it. It's really not that hard. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like if you did, and please comment if you have any suggestions or just want to say anything. So have a great night, and we'll be chatting with you later. Bye.